Hi everyone, welcome back to Nest Artfully. In this video, I'm going to take you guys through a rather interesting furniture DIY project. So where I'm standing is actually a section of our dining space. This is the wall in our dining area and we had decorated it with this piece of artwork. So this is a fabric art. Now in my renders early on, even when we did the empty house tour, I had planned to keep some kind of cabinet against this wall. Now this is a cabinet that I can of course use to keep some basic crockery. It's also a place where I can keep things like the daily medicines we tend to take or anything that's required at the dining table like placemats and so on for easy access. So for a long time I couldn't find a cabinet that fit this area perfectly because I wanted the cabinet to be lower in height compared to the artwork, because the artwork itself comes down quite a bit, and I also wanted it to be a narrow piece so that it doesn't really compromise on the ease of use of this space, because it tends to behave like a passageway for us, connecting us from the living room to the kitchen, from the bedrooms to the kitchen and so on. So I finally managed to find a piece that I like, which was narrow enough and small enough to fit this space on Ikea. However, the only issue was that the piece from Ikea was in a color which is a powder blue. That is not something that's part of the palette at our home, and I did not want that color. So today we're going to actually spray paint this piece and see how it turns out. And after spray painting it, I have a few more details that I want to add to it and I want to see how it looks. On Canva, this is the image I've prepared, so this is my expectation. Let's see if it matches up. Let's get started. As you can see, I've done a little bit of assembly, but it's not to completely assemble it. I just wanted to get a sense of the height and how it sits there in the place. But we're going to be able to spray paint it more easily when they are individual pieces, so that we can do multiple pieces at the same time, and that's how we're going to proceed. For a long time now, I've been wanting to invest in a spray painting machine, and there are plenty available on Amazon, so I went up, looked for one that suited my budget, and I found this Nippon spray paint machine that was very budget friendly, so I decided to give it a try. I had purchased it a couple of months ago and it's been just sitting at home. Now we finally get a chance to put it to use, so it's going to be fun. For the paint itself, because this product is a metal product, I have purchased Asian Paints emulsion paint, and the base coat here is SE15. And the shade we went for is a Rodeo, which is the color code X117, which is a beautiful vibrant shade. Now, because this is an emulsion paint and of course we're also using it in a spray paint machine, it's very important to get the consistency right. So along with the paint, I also have some paint thinner, general purpose thinner, which I'm going to mix until I get a certain consistency, which will not give my paint a very rough or job with a lot of bubbles. It's going to come out smoothly from the machine, and I'm just going to mix this directly in the machine's container and then get started. So I'm actually painting the inner section first, and I last paint the outer section so that it's a neater job on the outside without any paint dripping down into the outer section to ruin the finish. One mistake that I'm making is trying to spray paint the legs just by keeping them on the floor, and for some reason the machine air is so powerful that the legs are rolling, and then I try to keep them standing, but then they again fell down, so it's currently a mess. I'll have to figure like placing them inside a cardboard box to do this job. So now I'm going to be painting the other side, and some paint has kind of dripped in, so I'm going to just be cleaning it up with some paint thinner. So let's get started. So this is definitely a messy affair, and I'm gonna have to do some kind of floor cleanup after I finish painting, because I have seen that the spray kind of exceeds the plastic that I've put on the floor, and so there's this like fine spray of the paint on the tiles as well, so I'll have to clean it with some thinner and maybe give it like a wash with Roff or something. So as you guys can see, I've completed painting the console,
And I would say the toughest aspect was the waiting time between coats and for the different panels, because they would take time to dry, and of course the cleanup after of my terrace space. But it's come out better than I hoped for, and some parts I had to continue touching up by hand, such as the legs, because of the curvature. The legs again we had contemplated going for in black, but it actually looked more seamless and nice in the same color. The knobs, I've maintained the same Ikea knobs, but I've painted them black. And for the surface on top, which is prone to scratches and getting damaged, I've decided to protect with custom cut glass. So let's install that. So this is the custom piece of glass we got made for it. And we got it made by giving the upper unit of this Ikea unit, so that we are not using, right? But that top unit matches this one exactly in terms of size and shape. So we gave that as the template, so we could get the exact glass done with the curved edges and with also holes in the exact place as is available in this base. So now we are just going to fix it in place right now. The console is ready and it's finally time for styling. I also decided to change the artwork on this wall.
I truly hope you enjoyed this IKEA DIY. I love the way it has turned out, and the color is just absolutely gorgeous. It's exactly what I had in mind for the space, a pop of something really vibrant, and it also tends to look very different during the different seasons, more mellow in the winters and a lot brighter and bolder during summers. So thank you for being on this journey with me, and I'll see you soon in the next one.